former New Mexico State police officer will spend 7 years behind bars for having disturbing images of children. A judge handed down that sentence to 45-year-old Sammy Clouthier yesterday. According to the court documents, from December 2023 to March of 2024, he knowingly had child pornography. He was a sergeant with state police at the time. Clouthier has no chance of parole, and after he serves his time, then he'll be on probation. He will also have to register as a sex offender.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Guardians who pledge to protect and serve.
I'm not one for bashing law enforcement or for those that, fight for our country. But there is one situation in particular that has bothered me over the past few years that is so vile, I couldn't help but talk about it. And it is absolutely disgusting. In July of 2023, a New Mexico State police officer was found guilty of trafficking child pornography. And I'm just thinking in the back of my mind that these guys, quote unquote, claim that they are the best law enforcement agency in the state of New Mexico. Former New Mexico State police officer gets 7 years in federal prison for child porn charges. Keep in mind that this guy, according to the reports through the Department of Justice, was taking photos of underage children. And he was trafficking those photos on a multitude of different Verizon phones across the country. This is some fucking disgusting behavior. This guy was getting a well-paid government job working for the state police department. And I guarantee you he had a nice wife, he had a decent family, probably a good house with a nice car in the driveway. And he threw it all away just to be a disgusting piece of shit. That's just like EDP 445 with his, I'm gonna send my shit pictures to a 13-year-old trying to get back on YouTube after getting canned off of mostly every single platform in existence. Now we deal with this guy who basically just lost his whole entire contracts with the government for being a sick fuck. Now, do I believe in Homeland Security? Do I believe in Customs Enforcement? No. But when something disgusting happens with a state police officer, you can't help yourself but to dig in more research, finding all means possible. So we go from a local media outlet to the DOJ.government registering this guy. And you want to know what the really worst part is? Exactly a month and a half after a movie theater was involved in an active shooting in the same state, this guy decided to be a sick bastard. Keep in mind, it's going to be a little graphic, but this is the body cam footage that was released the same night the movie theater shooting had happened. Exactly a month and a half before this sick fuck of a state police officer decided to ruin his whole entire life.
Please put your hands up!
Albuquerque Police Department!
Put your hands up now!
Tonight, we're getting a clearer picture of how police responded to Sunday night's deadly shooting inside an Albuquerque movie theater. In this lapel video, you can see officers rushing to the scene and into that theater where they found the victim, Michael Tenorio. It also shows the moments police ran into who we now know is the suspect in that shooting, 19-year-old Enrique Padilla.
The United States Attorney for the District of New Mexico and Raul Bujanda, Special Agent in charge of the FBI Albuquerque Field Office, announced today that Sammy Allen Clouthier of Carlsbad, New Mexico, made an initial appearance in federal court on a criminal complaint charging him with possession of child pornography and transportation of child pornography. According to a criminal complaint on April 18th, the Federal Bureau of Investigations was made aware of a tip provided to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children on December 9th of that following year by Synchronous Technologies. Synchronous provides content storage for the wireless communication server provider Verizon. Synchronous reported images depicting apparent child sexual abuse material were uploaded to an account associated with Clouthier's phone number and device.
Former New Mexico State Police officer will spend 7 years behind bars for having disturbing images of children. A judge handed down that sentence to 45-year-old Sammy Clouthier yesterday. According to the court documents, from December 2023 to March of 2024, he knowingly had child pornography. He was a sergeant with state police at the time. Clouthier has no chance of parole, and after he serves his time, then he'll be on probation. He will also have to register as a sex offender.
Follow-up investigations revealed that Clouthier, a sergeant in the New Mexico State Police, downloaded, possessed, and transported child pornography using his cellular device. Keep in mind that this is a guy that is contracted with the New Mexico State Police that is supposed to be protecting and serving, but instead he's serving something else. And until proven guilty, if convicted, Clouthier faces a mandatory minimum of 5 to 20 years in prison. This is just disgusting, gross shit. Like this is like EDP 445, getting accused of fucking a 13-year-old, and with a lot of evidence backing it, and then he tries to downplay it, saying that he wasn't fucking a 13-year-old, even though there's a lot of evidence proving it. This is almost just like up on that case. The fact that this guy was contracted through the government to be protecting and serving, and instead, he's doing this gross, awful, negligible, disgusting shit.